Hello everybody and welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us for launch day and thank you for joining us on day one of the January news. Yes, this is a week where we're going to be bringing you a new launch each and every day, hence the January news. It's plural new items, not news as in here is the news. It's even though we did a here is the news thing on, it's all very confusing, but it's all about the new launches. It's all about the new items. Each and every day you need to be tuning in. And let me just tell you, today already, our brand new launch has been flying out of the door. We previewed it this morning on Wake Up Call. You guys have already snaffled 40% of the stock of the brand new confetti border dies. We've got a showstopper bundle for you. Best value for money is in the showstopper bundle because not only do you get the brand new dies, but we give you £17, $20 worth of product for an extra £5, that being your glue ball, ballpoint pens and your low tack tape. You get all of that within the bundle for just £34.39 platinum or $41.99. They are unbelievable. You guys have loved this collection. We're going to go through it in full detail over the course of the show. We've got well, up to 6 demonstrations to bring you over the course of the next couple of hours, and always we are live and interactive. So if there's any questions you want to ask us, any comments you want to throw away, maybe these confetti border dies, you were one of the people who picked them up on the 8 to 10 show last week. Get in touch and let us know why you love them so much. Just to say how popular these have been, as you can hear, 40% of the stock has already gone on this day. But on 8 to 10, these literally sold out. I think they barely made it to air and then they were gone. That's how popular they've been. And if you haven't seen these yet, I can almost guarantee that once you've seen these confetti border dies in action, you will be snapping these up because they are classy, they are simple to use, but the effect that you can achieve with these is quite simply mind-blowing. They are stunning, and you've got a design, I think, for every occasion and every sort of project. $34.39, $41.99 is your platinum price. I will very quickly show you the designs that you're going to get, and then we'll say hello to the lovely lady the other side of the studio who is ready to throw some amazing demos your way. So can you see with these how these have been designed to create that sort of feeling of movement. And these are the beautiful birds that you're going to get here. So in flight, whether you're using these as panels, cutting them straight into your card, using them portrait, using them landscape, whether you're going to be using these in all of the different ways that we'll show you over the course of the show. Wait till you see the concept suite with these as well, because your mind will be blown just how amazing these look. But you've got confetti in here. You've got the beautiful party time set, which is the balloons and the stars. You're going to get the florals in here too, the scattered flowers. You've also got the beautiful butterflies in there. Those are actually called dancing butterflies. And then you've got the hearts in there too, the happy hearts. 2 demos on those we saw on Wake Up Call a little bit earlier on if you want to see the demos on those. Don't forget, if you're going for the showstopper, these 2 items you're going to get in the bundle as well. So 5 of our ballpoint glue pens and 3 of our low tack tapes included as well. £17, $20. You pay an extra 5 and you get those included. Over 40% of the stock has gone. Let us say hello, though, to the lady the other side of the studio. We are getting ready for some amazing demos. We are here to entertain and educate over the course of the next couple of hours. It is the one and only, the moss to my sizeall, the amazing Leann. How are you?
Oh, that was, do you know, I love being the moss to your sizeall. I'm very well, thank you, Ben. I've had my pea and ham soup.
Oh, yes.
I've had a cup of tea.
You have?
Yes. And I've got a piece of chocolate cake waiting for 4 o'clock.
Have you?
So, yeah, I have, Ben.
All sorted out, haven't you?
Yeah, I am. And I'm really looking forward to this next couple of hours because, oh my word, these confetti dies. You are loving them, you really are. And I'm not surprised because they're exceptional, aren't they, Ben?
Oh, they are absolutely brilliant. And I know you've got some finished cards to show us there. These, as you showed us earlier on, they're so simple to work with, but the effect that you can create with these, or the effects, are mind-blowing, aren't they?
They really are. And you can do a little with these, or you can do a lot with them. And they are understated elegance, I think, Ben.
That's it.
Very simple to use, but look incredibly fabulous on a card. I mean, this one, look at the addition of just little gems twinkling in the background, a little bit of your Harmony Water Reactive, and it looks absolutely glorious. You can go very simple and monotone if you want to, with a little sentiment. You can do beautiful deep colours in the background. I love white space on a card. And those hot pops of colour behind there
Yeah.
really do speak for themselves. And you can do that with all of the designs. This is a little bit of paper piecing you can see there. Here we've used it to create the accent and the focal piece on the pennant. Bit of watercolour in the background. It's glorious. You can see here with just some patterned paper and a little decorative panel. Use it to make an easel card. Do your easel with it. Oh, that one you can't have.
Oh, no, you can't have that one. Didn't see that.
Look at what you could have won. That was an exclusive for HSN, that one.
Yeah.
This beautiful, delicate florals, though, Ben. I really love this one. I just think it's so understated, but so incredibly beautiful. I just love it, especially the big white space.
Love that.
And then the paper piecing.
Yeah.
Really beautiful. Great to make a bold statement as well. Do some fussy cutting around the edge if you want to. And lovely hot pop of colour again. Lovely soft blending with ink. Just, you know, layering it up and then using part of the border to cut a little bit out here, just the edge of the border, so you can start to create your own designs.
Oh, wow.
Papers from...
Say it with flowers.
Say it with flowers, yes, absolutely. Look how glorious that is. So start to use all of your beautiful papers now with a little accent on there. You can double them up. But look, they're the decorated ones, Ben. Here is some just on black and white cardstock. Now, of course, you can just cut it out on its own right. You can do your little fold back tents if you want to.
Yeah.
You can just cut it into the front of a card and have done with it. Would make a most beautiful set of notelets if you did it in that way, it really would. Here we've shown you how you can use it for an easel card, if you'd like to. And actually that's showing you the same border cut in mirror, back to back. So the same border cut twice. I see little eyes there. I see an alien.
Oh yeah, I the other way. I was seeing an octopus. Well,
oh yes,
but with 4 legs.
Yes, well, you could make one by cutting the border again, just the edge, a couple of times.
I love that confetti octopus.
Confetti octopus.
Why
not? You can put them on the fold back of a gatefold there. Your favourite coming up now, Ben.
Yeah. Oh yes.
You love this one.
This is immense. How cool does this look?
It's fabulous, isn't it?
Yes.
Using that perfectly sized border to go down the 2 edges and across the bottom there. What a statement that makes on a stepper card.
Yeah.
Do your little step front piece if you want to. Because of the way they've been designed, go all around the edges of a larger card. Use them to do the Z fold on a Z fold card if you want to. Do a tri-fold concertina, cut them on the edges, you can see them there.
Love it.
Just cut them twice on a tent-fold card, left and right, and you've got a beautiful border there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, easel, but use it for your easel stopper as well if you want to. Absolutely incredible. Now, let's see if I can actually do this time.
Oh, TP card.
There we go, TP card. Our Debbie Robinson, she loves the TP, doesn't she?
Love a TP.
Look how fabulous that is, 360 degrees. And then, of course, you could do them on a box, Ben. You can do them on a gift bag. And I showed you in the earlier show, didn't I, how you can do several times. And you can make a full background if you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just a soup song.
I was just thinking as well with our Debbie, she loves to create those light boxes. So again, the panels would work to cut into a box, wouldn't they?
Superb, yes.
With some, I don't know, I'm doing that with some of those LED candles inside. I mean, so, literally inside 9 minutes, you've got about, I don't know, 20, 25 different styles of card and ways that you can use these. Honestly, the inspiration and the craftability with these is off the chart. Let me just show you the deal on individually or on its own if you like, and then we'll say a few hellos. So if you don't want to go for the showstopper, if you just want to go for the confetti bordered eyes, that's the deal right there. So you're still saving over 20%, saving another 20% if you're platinum, of course, so you're down to £30.39 or $37.99. However, we recommend for an extra $5, realistically, $34.99 or $41.99, you can get an extra £17, $20 worth of product in these 2 items here. We are well over 40% of the stock gone now. The showstopper is going to go, so if you've got your design set on this, please do not miss out. We do not have a huge amount of stock. Once that's gone, that will be it. There will still be the confetti border dies that you'll be able to buy as a bundle and individuals. excuse me, but you will not be able to get the showstopper anymore. So do make sure that you grab it. Party Time is the most popular individually, interestingly, which is that one there. So that is the one that will be selling out the bundle currently. Let's say a few hellos. As always, we are live and interactive this Monday. So any comments, any questions, anything you want to know. Hi to Charlotte Everett, who says afternoon. Hi to Margaret Matheson, who's in from Derbyshire. Hello to Helen and Angela Brown and Rebecca Davies and Zoe Carver. Hi to Terry Anderson from Ohio, says excited to see all the news this week. Lots of news. You get it because you've done the news with the apostrophe. See what you've done there. Patricia Ann says good morning from a stormy cold New Hampshire with no power. Well, be safe, as you say, be safe and warm, everyone. Same to you, Patricia. Regina's in from Buffalo, Kathleen from Pennsylvania, Lillian Quoxin, Evelyn Kiefer from Colorado, Deborah Barmforth from Lancashire, and a few comments already coming through. Karen says, I love these dyes. I've been waiting for them to launch. Got the bundle this morning, and I want to say it with love. Wed I want. Anyway, you love the collection. Jennifer says, the dyes are on my wish list. Vanessa says, so much inspirational options and so beautiful. They're so pretty and dainty, says Helen Moore. And Christine Mahoney says, hi there again. I cannot wait to get these. Two more. Tracy Kukaka says, good morning, Ben, Team Social, and all my crafty friends. And Miriam says, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I never make that sound good. Hey.
Y'all.
Huh?
Y'all, hey, y'all.
Oh, yeah, you can do it. Hey, y'all.
I don't know if I've done hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Y'all.
Hey, y'all.
I had a friend from called Ducky.
Called what?
Ducky. D-U-C-Q-Y. Ducky. Donald Ehrlichman.
So, sorry, hang on. What? He was called Donald?
He was called Donald Ehrlichman.
And you called him Ducky?
And everybody called him Ducky.
Right.
For obvious reasons.
Yes.
So Ducky from Philadelphia taught me how to say New Jersey correctly.
Are you going to do it now?
Well, not New Jersey, just Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So if you were going to say you're from Jersey,
yeah,
you have to say Joyzy. Are you impressed, Ben?
I am very impressed. So much so I'm going to ask you to do it again.
Now, if you are from Joyzy, let me know if I've said it correctly.
Yeah. By the way, just to stress, that's obviously Jersey in the US, not the Channel Islands, isn't it?
Yes.
Because that is just Jersey.
That's just Jersey.
Not.
Yeah. Joyzy.
Right, producer Johnny's got his professional hat on. He's just on. Right, well, let's get to the first demo, shall we? Where do we go from there? Let us move on. Let us know what you thought of Leann's accent and any other comments you want to throw our way as well. If you want to get chatting around other things, I can recommend you can talk about soup, as it is National Soup Month, and Leann's had soup for her lunch, and it is also today National Pie Day.
Oh, Pie Day. What's your favourite pie?
Jinx.
Let us know in the comments, what's your favourite pie?
Savoury or sweet are we talking here, or just generally?
So I have one of each.
Yes, okay. Quickly, because producer Johnny wants to get on. Apple pie.
For sweet.
Yep.
Chicken and white sauce for a savoury.
Chicken and white sauce. Right, let us know. I'll have to have a think on that for myself. I'd go with the apple pie for savoury though. Oh, George is on a corned beef pie. Steak and Stilton pie, says Johnny.
I love a steak and Stilton.
Steak and Stilton pie.
Anyway.
Wow. Anyhow, shall we have a look at these dies?
Yeah, let's.
Where are we starting?
We're going to start with a larger card. So we've got this one here. So you can see we've got the beautiful confetti panels there either side. And then we've got this happy little lift-up piece here with your little message inside. So we're going to have a look at how to do that. Because it's a larger piece of card, we're going to need our Gemini plate. However, the size of these borders are such that they will work on your junior, your midi and your mini. It just depends on the size of the panel you want to work with. Yeah. So I've got a square piece of card here. I'll just tell you the size, 7 by 7. And then I'm going to take my border and just decide which way I wanted to pattern into the card. And I'm going to have the little confetti swirl pointing in.
Yeah.
So I've got that there. And I'm just going to hold it still because it's important with this card. If you watched a wake-up call, I was saying, bent that over. I was saying, don't worry about taping them down if it doesn't matter if it moves a little bit. For this one, it matters if it moves. So I'm going to just keep it still with a little bit of tape, not too much. It just needs to be prevented from moving. And then put all of my plates in and pop it through the machine. I'm using Harmony Water Reactive in this demo as well, Ben. And the
Yes.
3 colours I've got, should you be interested,
I am.
are Fuchsia, Crushed Velvet and Honey Pot. And I've got a piece of watercolour card pre-stamped with my sentiments that I'll colour up for my piece in the centre.
Excellent.
Okay, so that's the bit of preparation that you'd need. Just thought I'd tell you that while we're waiting for the machine to pass the dye through. Remove your dye, just gently. Where's my piece of paper here? Peel it away. Oh, there we go.
Peel away,
Peel away.
peel
Right,
away,
now.
peel away.
That's very good. Is that Enya?
It is Enya.
It's Enya.
Yeah.
Keep these. Can you see these? These are your
Little
your off shots. Your bits that
streamers.
come out your dye. Your
Yeah.
streamers and your stars. You're going to keep those because you're going to ink them up and run them through the Xyron as little decorative pieces. Okay,
Nice.
so keep them. Okay, and then all we're going to do is on the opposite side, place it on again and run it through.
Perfect.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Whilst you're running through, cherry pie, Debbie Campwell, Lillian Kwok's favourite pie, apple pie.
Oh, I like a cherry pie. Apple pie, here's the thing, warm or cold, ice cream or custard?
Oh, now you've done it. I do like it cold sometimes, but then I do like hot apple pie with melted ice cream on top.
That's me. Hot apple pie, cold ice cream.
Yeah.
It's the contrast between the two temperatures, I think.
Yes.
I love it.
The yin and the yang.
Yes. See, my husband would be hot apple pie, hot custard. But I'm not a lover of custard.
Oh, I love custard.
No.
There's definitely a place for custard with apple pie. I think it depends on the mood. One of my favourite things, I've not had it for years, and I always remember having it at school, bananas and custard.
My mum used to do that.
Oh!
Classic 1970s dish, that. But I mean, it was probably
80s when I had
80
it.
when you had it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's always like a thick layer of custard skin on top.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! Johnny's asking, do you have custard in America? I must have custard.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen custard.
No? Let us know in the comments.
So custard is like a creme pat, but warmer and a bit runnier.
Creme pat?
Yeah, like a creme patissier. You know the.
Oh, yes.
You know the.
The
You know the one.
yeah,
I
I
mean.
know what you mean. The
Yeah.
inside yeah.
Bavarian slice.
Yes.
Yes, that kind of thing. Right, so I've got my square with my confetti borders cut out, and then I'm going to take my fuchsia
Yeah.
and I'm just going to ink around the edge.
Okay.
Now just a little bit subtle all the way around. I'm going to fast forward and show you one that I've got done in a second, because I've got all the demos that I want to get in the show, because I want to inspire you. So you're going to go all the way around till you're happy with how much colour you've got on there, and then you're going to take a panel with a 1/2 inch border again, and that will go on the front. So this is 7 inches, 7.5 long,
Yeah.
as wide as you would like it to be. At the minute this one is, I'll just tell you the measurement so you know, 3.5 inches wide, and then that's going to fold over and get stuck at the back. When you've done that, this is what you've got.
Wow.
Okay, so you've got your 2 confetti borders cut, you've got your little bit of pink ink around the outside,
Yeah.
and your panel stuck to the back. So now that's ready for the rest of the decoration. So I'm going to take my piece that I've already stamped,
Yeah.
and I'm going to ink that up. Again, I'm going to ink it up with my Harmony Water Reactive, and I'm going to start with the lemon tonic, I think. Yes, I am. Using some of my favourite colours here, lemon tonic, fuchsia, and crushed velvet.
Yeah, those three do seem to crop up quite a lot.
Yeah.
Parakeet is another favourite.
Yeah. Yes, parakeet I love.
Honey pot.
Honey pot. Now then, let me just show you. When you can put your ink on like this and,
Yeah.
and build it. But if you just want to get a lot of colour on very quick and you want it to be quite a firm, like a vibrant amount of colour, there's nothing wrong with taking your ink pad to your card
Yeah.
and then with your tool blending it in.
Oh, okay.
You can do that as well. And then
Yeah.
you can spritz it and you can make it really soft. Entirely up to you. Spritz it with water, which we have done on these ones. Choice is entirely yours, Ben.
Yeah.
Or you can do it more subtly and just build it up with your blending tool if you want to. Depends whether you want that intense pop of colour or whether you want it to be a soft and subtle blend.
Okay.
Sometimes if I haven't got the time or the patience, I take the ink pad straight in.
Yeah.
And other times if I can be bothered, I'll build up the colours.
However you feel in the moment, right?
Yeah, however you're feeling in the moment, it's up to you.
Just whilst watching you ink it up, I mean, I could read pie comments for the rest of the show, to be honest with you.
You've got several.
I mean, I've got a lot of pie comments. Terry says they do have custard pie. We love it. Angela says a few years ago we found custard flavoured ice cream. It was the best. Hot apple pie with ice cream, says Annie Cagle. Helen Moore says I used to love the sponge cake and custard at school. Hot apple pie with Cornish ice cream, says Cara. Can't beat Devonshire ice cream, really. Bernie says coconut custard pie is delicious. We do have custard in the US, and southern banana pudding is the bomb, says Annie Cagle.
Southern banana pudding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apple pie and chicken and leek are Cara's favourites. I love chicken and veg, short crust pastry pie, says Alana. I'm really hungry now. I did have a nice tray of sushi for lunch, though.
I love sushi.
I know. I ate it quickly. Did you not notice when you said I love sushi? I just stuffed it all in my mouth. I'm not sharing it.
Yeah.
Ben doesn't share food.
Neither does Leanne, so we're okay. So that means I won't have my piece of chocolate cake with you at 4 o'clock, Ben.
No!
I mean, I was going to, because it's rather a wedge. I was going to cut that in half and give you half, Ben, but no, not now.
No, that's fine. I deserve that.
You can have half of my chocolate cake, Ben.
Don't say that, because then Johnny will want some, and then George will want some, and by the end of it, you'll have no cake left.
Now, once you've inked it up, what you're going to do is take your confetti border, and you can see what I've done here. I'm just going to explain it. You don't need to see it cut because you've seen them cut. But what I've done is stamp this sentiment to the left and this sentiment to the right, which means that when the confetti border goes round, it ends at the top and bottom diagonal corners. Can you see that? So once you've cut it out, that's what you've got. And then you can just start putting it together, Ben. And matte and layer, matte and layer, matte and layer is always the rule when making cards, especially panels. So I've got a nice little black panel here, and that's going to get some all-purpose on.
Taking that tip off you as well with the matte and layers, black on the white before you go for your coloured layer, because it just, like you said, helps it pop, doesn't it?
It just pops it with any colour you've got. It is very much like professional picture framing. It just gives it that grounding, gives it that little pop of colour. It frames it nicely, makes it look more handmade than homemade.
We've got matte black on the show as well for you if you want. Buy two, get one free on that. We'll show you that in a bit. We've got all sorts of cardstock on the show today, actually, from Nina to multi-purpose to matte black. So do hit the shop the day button. There you go, there's matte black. You're getting 3 lots of the matte black, so it's 120 sheets, but you're actually paying for 2. Less than 50 opportunities to grab that, though, if you want to get it. Proving very popular today. Lots of core craft room cardstock on the shows. Yes, essentials, Johnny, is a good word today.
Definitely.
Yes.
Now inside you can see I've done a little matte, black matte to match on the outside of the card. Just all-purpose that there, making sure it doesn't overlap my confetti. And then I've done a little decorative panel to match what I cut the confetti border into. The same ink pad colours, a little bit of faux bleaching on there, little sentiment in the middle, lovely pop of colour. Yeah. And basically, you're done, Ben.
Oh, it's amazing.
There's not much else you have to do to that. Now, on mine, what I did do is take those little extra confetti pieces. You know, I said save them and colour them in. You can see I've done that, and then I've just added them in the contrasting colours, so you can see they stand out. Adds to the composition. But that's all you need to do, and it makes a really nice little statement.
You know what? More than anything today, and please, if you miss Wake Up Call, do go back and watch it. Have you? I mean, I'm a bit more beginnery when it comes to craft, I think, than a lot of you, but I followed everything today, and every single card that Leanne's made with this collection, I've literally got in my mind, I could do that, I can make that. They're so simple, so easy to follow, yet the results you get look anything but. They look top level, top drawer, next level cards, don't they? They look so professional. Wow, such a great collection. You guys are loving this set. Just remember, if you want to go for the showstopper deal, though, I think we are now at We are 50% of the stock has gone. If you want to go for the showstopper deal, it's going to disappear. We're so busy right now. £34.39 is the platinum price. $41.99 if you're shopping in the US. I think more than anything, you've seen how versatile they are. You've seen how easy they are to work with. You've seen the kind of professional effect that these can create. The showstopper deal, you're getting £17, $20 worth of extra goodies for just an extra $5. Actually, all of that metal for your money. Such versatile dies for that price. I'm shocked at the price. I've got to be honest with you. I wasn't thinking like a $42, $52 price tag on these. I was thinking a little bit north. So I think that's why people are jumping in. They're seeing the craftability. They're seeing how easy they are to use. And you're seeing as well all of the inspiration, all of the great demos you've seen so far, the concept suite, all of those finished cards you saw at the top of the show. And we've got potentially, if we stop talking about pie and soup, another 5 demos to come. We'll certainly fit in another 3, but potentially more. So lots of inspiration still to come. So if you have already got these, stick around. There is going to be plenty of great demonstrations to show you. I'll just show you the designs again that you're going to get. And there's lots of lovely comments coming through, which I'll have a look at. So you're getting the beautiful in-flight. If you want to get these individually, absolutely you can. You can dip in and get a couple of these, one of these. They're $7.99 each or $9.95. But do you know what? If you've seen how these work and you love the concept, you love the idea, I would urge you to jump in now, because the thing is if you decide that you want a couple, chances are you'll get these back and you'll think, oh, they're amazing, I'll jump in and grab the rest. You'll only end up spending more in the long run. So if you love them, grab them all today at that price. Get your ballpoint glue pens and your low tack tape for just an extra $5 within the bundle. And you've got yourself a tremendous deal. And again, as you saw earlier on, we've not just thrown these in just randomly. The low tack tape, of course, is going to help with your die cutting. Those ballpoint glue pens, great for sticking in the waste if you want to do some paper piecing with these as well. It's all been thought about, We don't just throw these things together here. It's all about making sure that you're going to get the very best deals, but also get the very best items within the bundle. Few more comments coming through. Kirsty D says, hi everyone, not long at home and I'm having a nice homemade cheesy leek and potato soup, National Soup Month, with homemade bread. Hi to Cheryl Kay, who says, Leanne,
yes,
I received my fabric metal plates this weekend and I've been using them.
Oh.
What a game changer, she says, she full stop after each one. I've been cutting all weekend and I've woohooed after every cut. Thank you, best tip ever, says Cheryl.
Oh, do you know, I'm so happy to hear that, and you are very welcome. They're not necessary, they're not needed, but they do just give you that little bit of extra oof, where you need it.
Beautiful card, Leanne, says Tracy Kukaka. Bethan says, gorgeous card, Leanne. Love the card, says Cara. Can't wait till the card library comes out. Heather saying, I didn't think I wanted these, but seeing all of the demos, I now know I need them. So I have ordered the showstopper. Nice, Heather. And Heather also saying, Ben, I don't think Leanne was going to suggest sharing her half with everybody else. Lol. Talking about the cake. The thing is, I know what Johnny and George are like, you see, and if she says she shares it with me, we'd have to go off into a cupboard somewhere and hide.
They can have a sniff.
What?
They can have a sniff.
Yeah.
I'll just waft it under their nose. There, have a sniff.
Little waft.
Little waft.
Can I just very quickly show you the MIDI? Now, the story behind this is that this was out of stock middle of last week because you guys snaffled up the deals that we had on it. We didn't think we were going to get it back anytime soon. It just so happened a boat arrived, and on the boat, more your MIDIs. So we are well stocked now as far as the Gemini MIDIs are concerned. Very busy for these. I think it may well be the fact that a lot of people have gone, oh, I missed out on them. Hang on a minute, it's back in stock. I'll grab it now whilst it's here. The best manual die cutting machine as far as I'm concerned. I love my MIDI. It's great. You've got the precision and power that you would expect from an electronic machine. It's a great starter machine to go for as well. If you're new, if you don't want to spend for an electronic right away, for just £47.59 or £61.17. You've got such a brilliant machine here, which is going to cope with the majority of your dies. And look, simplicity here. There's nothing to kind of think about when it comes to those plate combinations. You've got your folder, which is included. That is where you're going to house all of your dies. Really, really simple. Feeding that through to get a precision die cut every time. You also get your plastic shim within this too. And that, again, you're going to be using with your 2D embossing folders. But listen, it's whether you're left-handed, whether you're right-handed, it's really easy to feed the dies through here. And like I say, getting the perfect cut, perfect emboss every time. You've got your suckers on the bottom there as well, so wherever you place this, it's going to stay in place. And for me, it's just all about the portability. Like Leann was talking about earlier on, actually, it's quite nice to think ahead to the weather getting nicer. As we head towards springtime, summertime, you might be thinking potentially about doing a bit of crafting in the garden, or maybe you go away, maybe you've got a caravan and you don't want to be lugging one of your bigger machines along. This is absolutely perfect to take with you, totally portable. And again, if you're thinking about counting the pennies at the moment as far as the electricity is concerned, you might not want to use your electronic machine all the time. This is perfect because it is not electric, it is manual, so you're not going to have to fork out when it comes to your electricity. And no word of a lie, a lot of you say that you love our manual machines, our midis and our minis, because you like to do a bit of late night crafting. I know a couple of you at least who have one of these by the side of your bed. You know who I'm talking about. So again, if you like to get up in the middle of the night and do some crafting, again, these are perfect because they're not going to make any noise whilst you're using them. They are brilliant, simple to use, you don't need electricity, and as I always say, and as everyone now says, these really are simplicity without the electricity. One day, there'll be a sticker on the box one day. One.
You want it on there?
I just said to Sarah one time about it, because I've probably been saying it for about, maybe a year or so now.
Yes.
I was thinking, like Ben Moseby says, this is
like a little call
simplicity
out. Without electricity.
Yeah.
Ben, you can leave that with me.
Thank you.
You can leave that with me, Ben.
Thank you. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's get back to the main collection. Well over half of the showstopper deal has gone. Uh-oh, says producer Johnny. Yeah, we're a quarter of the way into the show and over half the stock has gone. If it keeps going at this rate, it will be gone before the end of the show. So you have got to be quick. It's supposed to be on tomorrow as well, by the way, with Debbie. She's done loads of prep for it. And it's supposed to be with our other Debbie Robinson on Sunday, Second Chance Sunday. We will... just hurry up and buy it. It's disappearing before our very eyes. I tell you what, let us get on to the next demo. I can see some questions coming through, which I'll put to Leann whilst we're into the next demo, but I'm really eager to see more with this. So, I think, are you crafting with the balloons?
I am crafting with balloons, yes, I am. Do you know, I love this one. It's such a happy and goes across any age, any genre.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, you can make it in black and grey if it's for a man, you can make it in bonny, you can do whatever you like to it. It's absolutely fabulous. And what I'm going to do is show you how to make this lovely little birthday box.
Oh, amazing.
So you can make a lovely little birthday box that has the pattern all the way around. And you can put whatever you want. Chocolate for me, that's what I want in there. Yeah, chocolate's good.
Yeah.
But you can put whatever you want in there. And I think when you give a handmade box like this with a little gift in, the gift can be really inexpensive, but it feels so much more when you've taken the time, doesn't it, Ben?
And it's the kind of box as well that someone will keep.
Yes, absolutely. Nice candles in there.
Oh, perfect.
Smelly candles in there would be nice, wouldn't they? Right, so just to explain what I've done, I'm going to tell you the measurements because, again, not going to take too long because there's so much I want to show you. So I've got 2 full-size pieces of card and these are scored at a 2.5-inch depth. So that just means I'm 2.5 inches here, 2.5 inches here, which is going to make the deep box for me. And I've done one on the lid side of the board, one on the base side of the board.
Okay.
So that's already scored. You don't need to see me scoring. Then what I've done is take my scissors and, well, first of all, I've folded all of my score lines, and here you can see we're using a beautiful piece of pearlescent card which will make the inside of the box that lovely bright surprise of a colour because we're going to use the white outside. Okay, so then you score all of your lines and then you just simply cut your diagonals to put your box together. Okay. So that's just cutting those little notches out here and here. You've seen us do that so many times before. I've done the same for the lid of the box. And then with my Gemini, I have taken, I'm just going to get, it's sticking to the board there. There's nothing on the board. That was a little bit of a phenomena there, Ben.
Bit of a what?
A phenomena.
A phenomena?
Yeah, there's nothing sticky there. It was sticking, I don't know. Phenomena. Boop-boop-doo. Phenomena. Thank you. So we've got on the sides of the box there, I've cut the balloons out once, and I've turned it round, balloons out twice.
Okay.
That's on the side. You don't need to see that going through the machine. But because it's on a big piece of card, that would be for your Gemini, wouldn't it? Now, I'm going to use a tape pen to assemble this box because we don't have time to wait for the wet glue to dry. So we're just going to use some tape pen on here and here, here and here. You would use a wet glue at home. Whenever you want, unless you've got a Crafter's Companion tape pen. If you've got a Crafter's Companion tape pen, I always say you can use that, but if you don't have Crafter's Companion tape pens, only ever assemble a box with a wet glue and some pegs.
60% of the showstopper gone. 60% has now gone.
Wow.
Very busy, Leanne.
It
Loving
is very
these.
busy, isn't it? That's marvellous, isn't it? I'm so happy. Right, so that's the box lid already, and then the box base we'll put together.
Whilst you're putting that together, do you want a couple of questions?
Yeah.
So he says, Leanne, could you do a thin metal shim to go in the MIDI?
No.
Right.
And I'll tell you why. I mean, I did say I'd give you quick answers.
Yeah,
there's no reason for it in the MIDI. It's not necessary. So the MIDI is not designed to require that cutting folder that you've got in there, does everything for you.
Yeah.
And if we make a metal shim to go in the MIDI, what you're going to do is make your sandwich very stiff.
Yeah.
There'll be no giving it, and you'll find it very hard to wind it through.
Okay. And on that note, Heather just asking, is there a way to keep the MIDI folder from taking on a banana shape? I mean, there's many ways, isn't there?
Just, flip them backwards and forwards, but here's the thing. A MIDI folder is a consumable.
Exactly right.
For the convenience of just having that folder, not having all of the plates in there. So you will need to replace them.
Yeah.
And they will take on that shape because it's going through 2 high-pressured metal rollers.
Yeah.
And that's just the law of physics. There's nothing we can say or do that would prevent that happening. So just keep rotating them, flipping them from left to right. But eventually, you will need to replace it.
So you're doing nothing wrong is the
Nothing wrong.
answer. Yeah.
So there we go. We've got the top and the bottom perfectly done. Now we're just going to decorate. Now, we've done a couple of different things here, Ben. I've cut out a little panel to go on the top of my box. That's going to get glued on there. So you can see I've used my confetti border die again. I've just done a little bit of inking around the edge with some parakeet. And I've got a purple mat and layer there. Now, what you can do with that is cut an extra white panel.
Yeah.
Let me just get that. I think that one's there. Let me just make sure it's the right size. Yes, it is. And then you can do your inking on that to go under that panel. So you've got the pops of colour, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do what I've done here.
Those colours are brilliant. Is that the same colours again?
Yeah, same colours again. So we're going with parakeet.
Yeah.
Where's my fuchsia gone? Here it is. Fuchsia, parakeet, lemon tonic, spring meadow.
Nice.
In any order you like.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you. And because they're going behind, I want to show you this. I'm going to make mine really untidy because I don't want you to think you've got to get perfect blending for this.
It doesn't matter, does it?
You don't, because it's the pops of colour behind the confetti that you want. So you can be really quite random and rough and just dab that down. We'll use the fuchsia now, because I've got a tool for that, and we'll dab some of that on.
Can I just read you, cutest comment of the day just come through.
Yeah.
Charlotte says, my Gracie, her friend gave her a present in a handmade gift box and the bottom fell out and the card was flimsy. Mum, said Gracie, you need to get her to use Crafter's Companion cardstock and glues. That doesn't happen with our boxes. Love that.
Well done.
Yes.
I love that. That's so fabulous. Yes. How old is Grace? When can we employ her?
Let us know, Charlotte. Let us know. And Michelle says, I've been listening as I get ready and I've heard Jarl talking about pies, which made me remember when I was young, I found out my dad's favourite was grasshopper pie.
Oh, I haven't heard of that. What's a grasshopper pie? I presume it hasn't got grasshoppers in.
Well, that's what I thought it would have in it, isn't it?
No, I think like cottage pie isn't made of cottages.
What?
Yeah. Did you not know, Ben?
No?
Yeah. Not made of cottages.
Grasshopper pie? No idea. Let us know, Michelle. I think it might be. You put what? You put Oreos in it? Oh, Johnny knows. Oreo cookies in a grasshopper pie, apparently, and marshmallows. Apparently.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Does sound amazing,
that sounds like
doesn't it?
one of those Mississippi mud pies. Creme de menthe, that's mint.
Creme de menthe, yeah, that goes in there as well, apparently. Johnny knowing all about the birds and the pies today.
Exactly. Right, so you see I've made a little panel there. Do not worry about it being neat and tidy. I cannot express that enough to you. It's really not important. You can go really smooth or really, and I'm going to show you over both the difference. Look, this one looks great. This one looks great.
Yeah.
You can't tell the difference. And that, look at the, I've taken time to blend it.
Yeah.
I've whacked it on any old how, genuinely. And look, still looks fabulous when it's behind the blue. You get them lovely vibrant pops of colour, which is what you want. Okay, so we're just going to use our Collal All-Purpose again. So this is getting matted and laid onto that little purple panel. There we go.
Kate's just bought the showstopper. She's fallen in love with all the cards that you've shown. Terry loves the confetti collection. Suzette Sue says good morning from Prince Edward Island. And Christina Mahoney says, congratulations, Ben. I don't know what I've done to deserve that, but thank you. I'll take that. Congratulations.
Yeah, whatever it's offered, take it.
Whatever it was for.
Yeah.
I probably deserve it.
I would say definitely.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Okay, so then my little confetti cut panel goes on top of my coloured background there, and I've got my pops of colour. Then that's going to get stuck to the top of my box. And again with the all-purpose.
Jen F, grasshopper pies, mint cream with chocolate cookie crust. And Kate McQueen says, random and rough. Leanne just described me. Thank you, Kate. I know that's not true because I met you at the tour, and that's not true at all.
Not true.
Not true.
Right, I'm going to use my tape pen for this next piece just so I can put the lid on the box. But when you're doing this at home, use your wet glue again.
Yeah.
So inside my side panels on my box here, we're going to put, I've done 2 more coloured panels exactly as we did for the top, and we're just going to stick them inside. I am going to use my tape pen. But I would use my wet glue at home and then leave it to dry before I put the top on, but just so I can show you how it works.
Okay.
And then that is going inside there.
Love that when the colour comes through. Gracie's 11, by the way.
Oh, okay, so 6 years. 6
Yeah.
years in your hours, Gracie.
Yeah.
Mind you, your mum might want you to do so. Let's give you a bit longer. Let's give you 10.
Oh, yeah, because you might want to go away.
You might want to go to university and do all this things. So 10 years, Gracie.
Yeah, yeah.
And then your mum won't be having apoplexy now with you saying, I'm leaving school at 16. I'm off to work at Crafter's Companion. Okay, we're putting 2 sides in there, and then that gives you the little pop of colour on either side of your box. Now, the next thing to do is to cut yourself the balloons out of a white piece of cardstock, and I've got 2 pieces here which matte and laid will fit onto the sides of my boxes. And what I'm going to do is use this as a stencil, Ben.
Oh, what a great idea. Oh, another way to use them.
Another way to use them. And so with that, I'm just going to, again, as I did before, do not worry about being too precise. Just get the colour on there. So I'm going to do some purple. Let's do some parakeet.
I think this is a lot of people's styles of crafting this, because I do think sometimes when there's measurements flying about and, you know, the word of saying that you have to be precise, some people panic a bit. But this is, like you say, just having a bit of fun, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
No measurements.
Not at all. Just whack it on there and it'll work.
Yeah.
So you're going to go through.
Yes.
And you're going to move it around. So now I'm going to do some, let's do some pink.
Oh, yeah.
Why not? Some fuchsia.
Gone back to the fuchsia, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh.
I've been waiting all day to say that. Oh, dear.
Okay. Get some fuchsia through here. And you can see I'm just turning it randomly, Ben. I'm not being careful with it. I'm whacking it down and whapping the colour through.
Rough and ready.
Honestly, so easy to do. And of course, you could take a little bit more time than me. You're going to build that up, go around several times, build up that lovely kind of confetti feel using your custom-made stencil. When you've done that, just go around the edges with a little bit of the parakeet, like this. And what that does is frame it.
Yeah.
It makes it look more finished and polished.
Yeah, it does.
So anybody can do that. That's very, very easy to do. And once you've done those, you're going to mount them up, mat and layer them up onto... I got the wrong one on the wrong one there. No, that's right. Make sure I've got the right lids on the right pads. Then you're going to matte and lay it onto some purple cardstock to match the lid. And then they're going to go onto the side of my box. Again, in real life, I'd be using my all-purpose, but for speed, I'm doing this.
That's it. We'll squeeze all those demos in, don't we?
So that then decorates the sides. And I haven't had to cut the confetti border in there. I've used that lovely stencil with the inks, which makes it all match. There you go. And that's all done. So now my lid will go on my base.
Oh, so nice.
There we are.
Look at that.
Got a little sentiment there to put on the top. Wet glue, always on your foam pad, remember, guys.
Yeah.
There we go there. And then I kept all of the waste on a Xyron, coloured them in. They can just get positioned wherever you would like them.
Yeah.
Choice is yours, as they say. Many or as little as you want. And once you've done that, you've got your beautiful, finished party box to put whatever gift you would like inside.
I absolutely adore that. How much fun is that? I always feel like that's a box which needs something sort of, it almost needs like a confetti explosion when you open it. It's that much fun.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
So pretty.
And like I've done, so you can do it with the white inside there, white on white. Or if you've got all your Centura pearls, when we were doing the January sales and your birthday week, you can, as I've done here, use the Centura pearl in reverse.
Yes.
So the white's on the outside and the colour's on the inside. And you get that lovely inside pop of colour in your box as well. You know, whatever you want, really just use this stash that you've got.
So clever. And again, another way that you can use these amazing border dies. So many of you loving these, so many of you telling me that you've already grabbed these as well. Few questions coming through, which we'll tackle in just a second too. As we've already said, Charlotte's saying Gracie's 11. She's always talking about Crafters TV to everyone. She's got my sister and niece into crafting and using Crafters Companion goodies. Patrina says, yes, I've just got these. Nice one. And the heritage dies. I missed yesterday. Still having problems with it, trying to charge me postage, but lovely call centre ladies helped me out. Well, that's amazing. That's good news. They are so fab. Always great customer service here, as I'm sure you guys will know. Questions coming through. So what we'll do, we're going to take a short little break and I will round up the questions that we've got here. Now is an opportune moment to check out the baskets because we are over 60% of the stock gone. We're very, very busy. Lots of people with unchecked baskets. So expect when we come back from this break that those details will be different. We're going to be heading towards 70, 80, 90. Before you know it, this will be gone. So make sure you get your baskets checked out. When we come back, more inspiration, more demonstration. But head to the checkouts and we'll be back in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
One that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Here is the news. The January news. It's being reported that all this week on Crafters TV, there'll be new products launching each and every day. The January news. Early indications suggest there'll be something new for all crafters,
including confetti borders on Monday the 23rd with Leann, textured embossing folders with Debbie Fisher on Tuesday the 24th, Sarah's signature love box on Wednesday the 25th with Sarah herself. Thursday the 26th we have quote stamps with Jan. And finally, Floribunda pads with Sarah on Friday the 27th.
When asked for a comment on all the new news, Sarah Davies said, it's gonna be off the chart, man, thebomb.com. For more up-to-the-minute information, check out the Crafters TV website and tune in to Crafters TV all week from Monday, the 23rd of January. That was the January news. Finally, some good news to look forward to.
Adding that to the...
There's no wasted on this channel. I mean, I don't want to lose you, Ben.
No.
No, but honestly, I mean, I think we need to get you on catchphrase instead of Stephen Mulhern.
I'd love to do that.
I think we need to start a petition, Ben for catchphrase, and as long as you can fit around your Crafters TV commitments, then that's okay. Because I think you need more exposure to more people. I think you're genuinely very funny. You've got funny bones, Ben.
Funny bones.
You're talented.
That's very kind of you saying. I'm going to stop blushing now. I am genuinely. Can I, ITV, if you are watching and you're going to give me a quiz show, I do like catchphrase, and I feel like Stephen Mulhern.
He's all news.
He's done that.
Yeah.
He's done that.
We need a change.
Not as good as Roy Walker. I'd love to. Not that I would do it as well as Brucey, but I'd love to do play your cards right. I'd love to do that. If you want to bring
Maybe
it back.
we get you on the next Masked Dancer instead of Joel Dommett.
Oh, but I like Joel Dommett. Do you not? I
like Joel Dommett, but I think he would do a good job.
Thank you. Can I have the masked singer instead? I'm not a big fan of the masked dancer. But a masked singer. ITV, if you're watching anyway, if you want to get your people to talk to... I haven't got any people, but let's pretend. Johnny, you'll be my people, won't you? Yeah, you talk to producer Johnny and we'll sort something out. Thank you. Right, Ramona, a couple of questions, says, I know this is off subject, but what gold Pebeo gilding waxes do you recommend, Leann?
Empire Gold and King Gold.
Okay.
They're the best colours.
And a quick one from, well, say it's not a quick one, but I'll try and praise it. Karen's asking, so she's talking about extending the matte and layer sentiment dies that we did. Would it be possible to add to that collection?
I think we exhausted all of the possible sentiments for that collection. You've got to be careful with how the letters join when it's a die, so it's readable. We will have more sentiments coming. We've planned them for 2024.
Excellent. And thank you, Christine Mahoney, who says, yes, your congratulations was due to Leann agreeing, you all heard it, remember, you heard her say, agreeing that she was going to put the Simplicity Without Electricity on the box. That's what you were saying congratulations for. So thank you. I'm sure it'll be on all of your MIDI boxes coming to your doors soon. You'll see it. Let me know if it's not there. I love the news commercial, says Terry Anderson. Julia Duffy says, good evening from Perth, Western Australia. Bought my confetti bundle. I'm loving the doves. My dad raced pigeons all his life and it brings back many happy memories. We used to live next door to a guy who raced pigeons, actually. That's not a joke. I thought that's what Johnny was going to do as a joke come over here, but no, genuinely. And Terry says, Leann, no, Ben must stay at Crafters TV. I ain't going anywhere.
Oh, no. We're not letting you go. We're just going to let you moonlight.
Let me moonlight.
Yes, we're not...
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no. Has the phone rang yet, Johnny? It's not rang yet, so you're fine. You're fine. Then let me know when it does, yeah? Good man, good man. Yeah? No. So the confetti border dies, the showstopper deal. We are, I think, did we say over 60% of the stock has now gone on these? You know, we were just chatting about these in the break. Like, so versatile, so easy to use, so much fun, and it's one of those sets again that, do you know what? Even if you are quite new to crafting, you can look at this and think to yourself, I can use this, I can craft with this, I can create the most amazing cards. And do you know what? 2 fantastic demos so far from Leann. I urge you to go back and watch Wake Up Call as well. 2 brilliant demos with the happy hearts that you've got in this set too. I just think it's a super usable bunch of dice, super craftable. And actually, you know, producer Johnny, I mean, he is obviously, you know, looking at the sales that come in, looking at, you know, when you guys are shopping. So he's a bit of a bean counter. Do you know what I mean? But even he's saying today that he can't believe that we've just taken like £27 off this, made you such a huge saving if you're platinum, $34.39 or $41.99, brand new, launching officially 55 minutes ago. It's like we always say with these, you know what, just showing you all the different designs that you're going to get once again. When those big phone companies release the latest smartphone on launch day, that you pay the price, you pay the launch price. You don't get a discount on launch day. Maybe a few months down the line, you might start getting amazing deals, but you know, you pay full price, don't you? Here we just go, oh, launch day, new item, oh, take 32% off, no problem at all. And then have another 20% off because you're in the club. Oh, I mean, don't worry about it. Bonkers, really. But value for money wise today, you are getting such a wonderful collection. And look at all of the beautiful designs. Those hearts are just stunning. If you don't want to go for the showstopper deal, which contains £17, $20 worth of free items, those ballpoint glue pens and the tape pens there, for an extra £5, you can just go for the confetti border dies on their own. That 6-piece collection is there. So that's £30.39 or $37.99. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. And indeed, if you you know, are sort of close to your budget for the month, listen to me. But if you are and you just want to try 1 or 2, you can go on individuals. But as I said to you earlier on, chances are you'll buy 1, you'll buy 2, you'll get them home, you'll love them so much, you'll come back and buy the rest, and you'll end up spending more money than you would have done if you'd bought them all in the first place. So let us get back to our next demonstration. Keep the comments coming through. Any more questions and comments, we would love to hear from you. Next, which of the dies are you going to be using, Leann?
I'm going to be using scattered flowers.
Lovely.
Which is my personal favourite.
Is it?
I really love it.
Right. Why do you like the flowers so much?
I don't know, I just love it.
Oh.
I just think it's pretty. There's just sometimes you just like something and you don't know why. That's kind of where I am.
Okay.
Now, this is what we're going to make. Isn't that happy?
That is very happy.
And you don't have to do very much to it at all. I've cut the confetti border 3 times there, just in swirly little pattern. There's an inked panel behind, some little flowers on, a sentiment, a bow, some matte and layering. Simplicity, but beautiful.
Absolutely
really, really lovely.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a look at how to cut those borders. So I've got my confetti border die. And I've got my junior plates this time, and I've got a piece of white cardstock, and all I'm going to do is just angle the die in different places and run it through and cut it. That's all I'm doing. And you see I've held it down with a little bit of tape off the card, because you can cut the borders off the edge. You don't have to represent the whole border. You can use smaller parts of it on a smaller panel if you want, because of the way it's designed. So, you know, that again opens up another 20,000 different ways, slight exaggeration, of using it.
Probably that many.
You know, because it's just so versatile.
Yeah.
So on the junior plates and whiz that through. And then all I do then is pick up my tape with my die, like that. Get rid of all the little pieces. And then decide where I'm going to put the next one. Will I have the next one? I think I might have it on a different angle. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. There we go. So I'm leaving it the same way, facing up, but I've angled it in the opposite direction. If you can see that there. There we go.
It's nice that it's very non-specific, isn't it? Just wear your fancy.
Do you know, that, I think, is the message of the day. Just wear you want and what you want.
Yeah.
A lot of the time with dies, we're giving you instructions like, take this notch and make sure you align that notch with this fold at a 45-degree angle, and it'll do this for you. Now, they're fantastic dies. We design them and they do some amazing stuff. But sometimes you don't want to be bothered with all of that accuracy, do you? You just want to take the pressure off and have the fun of the craft. And I think that's what this little set does for you. So just move them out the way. There we go. So I've cut it twice, and I'm going to turn it upside down this time just to get a little bit of difference. Angle it there. And see, I'm using the same piece of tape, being frugal with my tape, and just keeping it still. And again, it doesn't have to not move at all because it's not going to damage the design. It's just to, you know, keep it stillish as it's going through. And pop that through.
Jane's ordered. She's in the club. Kathleen White saying these are so cool. They are. And lots of you just telling me that you're shopping and jumping in for these. We are at 2/3 of the stock now gone. Very, very busy. For this collection. Lots of you going for the showstopper, few of you going for the dies on their own, few of you buying them individually, all adding to a very, very busy show and a lovely collection. As I say, I'm loving this. I love the designs and I just love the fact that you can just be very, you don't have to measure things, you don't have to worry about things not working. I mean, look at this, just whacking it down, aren't you, Leanne?
Just
I mean,
whacking it anywhere,
so
Ben. And so this one I'm keeping still. I literally am. Look, the die is hanging off.
Yeah.
Not only is it hanging off the card, it's hanging off the end of the plate.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to put that through because I fancy a little bit of extra there.
Exactly right. And in the words of Heather Springer, sometimes we just need some willy-nilly crafting.
Willy-nilly crafting, yes we do. And do you know what, I'm not going to bother doing that because you've seen it go through the machine 3 times already. But if you wanted to, you could do that.
Yeah.
Now then, that's all ready. I've made sure all of my little pieces are popped out. I'm good to go with that, so that just gets put to one side. Then we take our piece of white cardstock. I'll do it on the reverse, and then you can see what we do. Just with your ink pads. You've seen me do this a few times, Ben, today, so you don't need to see me do it all over again, but we'll get the idea. I'll have some parakeet, some lemon tonic, and some, in that order.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to get my little tools out. Lemon tonic, parakeet, fuchsia.
Lovely.
There we go. And on the reverse, you'll just blend it into an ombre, into a rainbow. And again, you've seen you do not need to be too precise here. I've taken the time, I've done a lovely soft blend and transition. You really don't have to because you're not going to see the majority of this. This is just on a piece of multi-purpose cardstock.
Yep.
So just blend your colours on, make it as bright or as light as you would like. The choice is yours. What I do like to do, because you can see it, you get a suggestion of it when you're looking through the aperture, is I like to blend between the two colours. So you see there is my fuchsia.
Yeah.
Now with my lemon tonic, and I'm not working this into a smooth blend because I don't need to. We've already looked at that. With my lemon tonic now, I'll lap over where the fuchsia is, and that gives me that lovely tangerine-y orange colour. So I get a little transition between the pink and the yellow.
Winterbeth loving the technique. So glad to see how you can cut off the page.
Yes, just cut off the page, absolutely. Do whatever you like. Cut it on the bottom of a tag. Do a matching card and tag. Just do a little across the bottom of a little tag.
Yeah, yeah.
Be lovely, really lovely. Now, look, I'm not going to finish doing that.
No.
Because you've seen it and it's boring.
It's not boring.
Well, but you know what I mean. You want to see the good stuff. You want to see
Yeah.
the good stuff. I just want to clean that mat there, Ben, a minute, because I'm going to get it everywhere, and I don't want to get it on my pristine piece of white card, because that can be a mucky crafter sometimes. Right. So then you've got your white card base, and I've got a nice little bright green piece. I think this comes from I think it came from a Bright Pad or from a subs box. This. It feels subs boxy to me, but anyway, whatever colour card you want for your mat and layer. It's entirely, it could be a bit of glitter, could be a bit of pearl.
Is it
whatever you
linen, that
want.
one?
Sorry?
Is it linen?
No,
Oh,
just plain, which is what makes me think it's subs box, because we don't put the linen, we put this lovely flat matte card in our craft kits. So I've got that on there. And you see that green is very similar to one of the green stripes that has happened when we've done the inking.
Yes.
So mat and layer that up. And then I'm just going to grab my foam pads for the next piece.
Okay. Annie, just to reiterate, so it's 2/3 of just the showstopper gone. So there's more. Once the showstopper sells out, you will still be able to get the confetti border dies. Although Johnny's saying that they are also very popular. The happy hearts individually. If you want the happy hearts, you need to get that quickly. But it's 2/3 of the showstopper. But whichever way you go, things are flying out the door. So be very quick is all I would say today. Very busy.
And then I've done the coloured panel, that's gone down onto the mat and layer, and then that is exactly the same size as the white panel we've just cut.
Yeah.
And you can see those colours popping through on the random places. I love that effect. I think it might be my favourite thing to do with these. I really, really love them. So I've just got some foam pads because I actually want to give an extra bit of dimension with that. And I want to raise it up. So I'm going to support it in quite a few different places. But of course you want to put them wherever the confetti is not.
Yes.
But do be generous, because there's nothing worse. That's the other thing about foam pads. If you're not generous and you don't space them out, if you only put them around the perimeter of your design, if I only put them kind of here and here.
We have a saggy middle.
Yes, it just flops in the middle, yes.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that you give it some nice support.
Structurally sound.
Yes, structurally sound.
And
then.
robust.
There we go. I think I want one more up here. And we're good. And then the backs come off all of those, and then I'm going to get our trusty glue gun.
Yeah. Whilst you're sticking, morning to Shaddai. He says, good morning, I'm late for the show, Lord Ben. We'll let you off as it's you. Just got home from my laborious shift. Hello and good morning, Queen Leanne.
Oh, good morning, Shaddai.
She says, it's nice to see you and you're looking gorgeous, she
Oh,
says.
thank you. That's so kind.
Very sweet. Morning, Rhonda. He says, good morning, Ben, Leanne, crew, Team Social and all those crafty friends out there chatting and watching today from a freezing Chicago. We've got Johnny and George of the Joystick in the gallery today. Hello, they said. And good morning from Lake Ozarks, says Cindy Shannon.
Oh, I love that.
And that's your favourite, isn't
Yeah.
it? Lake Ozarks in Missouri.
I really want to go, just off watching that programme.
Oh, yeah, you were
it looks
saying about
so beautiful. You need to watch it, Ben.
And there's loads of shows I need to watch, to be honest with you. I'm still watching reruns of Bullseye, though, on Challenge, unfortunately. I'm so old.
Right. So I've put hot glue on the back of all of my foam pads so that they stick. Then line that up with the underneath. And you see what that does, it looks even better than when it was flat because it gives that kind of 3D, it's almost got a shadow underneath there when you're looking through now, lifting that up. It really does accentuate it very, very well. I've got my little sentiment of smile. I always want to sing that song.
Smile, though your heart is aching.
No.
That one? Oh, no.
It was the other one, the what's her name one?
Let's say Lenny Kravitz, that's not who I was thinking of at all. Oh.
When you make me smile, for a while. That one, yeah.
Oh, what was she called?
Lily Allen.
That's it. Every time I see you smile.
Put a little bow up there. Hot glue gun again for my bow. And you know what, Ben?
Yes.
Dead simple, very easy to do, pretty.
A little bit more stripped back, that, isn't it? With the white space again, which we both
White
love.
space, I absolutely love the white space. I really, really do.
I mean, how incredible is that? I love it. Sometimes
Pretty.
less is more.
Oh, and by the way, on the other one, just so you know, I didn't bother doing it, but on the original, I had a little bag of the waste that I've coloured up, and you can see I've just added little bits of those around, more little stars if you want to, but you don't have to, so you can just see the two different ways of doing it.
I also love the way of doing it like that, and then maybe deciding you want some different colours and paper piecing back in different colours in the stars if you want to.
Lovely. Bit of glitter card.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what?
Bit of mirror card.
I've just put glitter card behind the heart, says Kathleen. It looks incredible.
There you go.
If you like the idea of glitter card and mirror card with this set, we've got a great bundle coming up for you in just a second. Just to ask this question again, because this has come up a couple of times, and Karen, you obviously didn't hear the answer earlier on. So why earlier did you use the glue gun with the foam pads? That was when you were sticking the The veil on the gnome, wasn't it?
Yes. So, and I've just done it again there.
Yeah.
So with foam pads are great for dimension. The glue is never meant to be permanent forever.
No.
So eventually, in time, it will dry off. However, it gives you beautiful, even dimension. So when you're using your foam pads, you want the beautiful, even dimension. You want a nice, firm stick. When I'm giving a card to somebody, I want them to take it out in 10 years in the next drawer and have it look like it was when I gave them it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So putting that hot glue or a wet glue on the back of a foam pad before you put it onto your card improves the adhesion.
Excellent stuff. Terry says, there's loads of Leanne love coming in today. I said this to Leanne after the last shows, and it's so nice when we get Leanne and Sarah in. You guys said this when Sarah was in last, and get them crafting, because there's so many shows, like, you know, lots of the sales shows that we do, which demand us to be a lot quicker, and there's no chance for demos. So it's so nice to get the likes of Leanne and Sarah in crafting. And Terry says, Leanne is such a gracious and lovely woman. Aww. That's from Terry.
Wow. I'm going to tell my husband that tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Simon, Terry said,
yeah.
I'm a lovely and gracious woman. See what he says.
Yeah.
But thank you, that's really kind.
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate it.
I go home from here most nights and I'll be like, do you know what the guys were telling me today? They were telling me I was funny. They're telling me that I'm really hilarious. And Laura just looks at me. She's had it for 20 odd years, you know.
Simon's had it for 32. Bless him. 33 years would be, how many years would it be? 31 years married this year.
Wow.
33 years together.
That's a long old time, that, isn't it?
A long time.
I'm trying to work out what mine is now this year. 22 years together this year. 17 years married. 22 years.
It's a long time, isn't it, Ben?
That means I've spent half my life with Laura.
I've spent longer than half my life with Simon. Because we met when we were 20.
Yeah.
And 33 years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And by the way, you left me when I was doing that. That wasn't like a, oh my gosh.
No, you were just working it out.
I was just working it out.
Yes.
It wasn't like a, oh no, what have I done?
No, yeah.
Half my life. I was just calculating
working it out. Completely. I knew that, Ben.
I spent over half my life with Laura. Anyway, love the card, Miriam. Beautiful card, says Mary Pat. For those of you that are wanting to add glitter card and mirror card behind your makes, great deal on our luxury card. So this basically, you're getting 90 sheets in total, but you're only paying for 60 sheets. We're going to give you the green, the ice blue and the red. And what you get in each of those packs is 10 sheets of our glitter card, 10 sheets of our mirror card, 10 sheets of our satin or matte mirror card included in there too. So actually 90 sheets in total in those different colours. For $15.98 is ridiculous. $25.52 is the platinum price on that if you're shopping in the US. So jump in and grab that if you want to add some sparkle and shine behind your cards with those. My favourite set, though, I love those colours. My favourite set is this one here. I'll actually open this one up for you as well so you can see all the colours. I'm going to get told off, but, you know, let's just show you. You're going to get Carnival, Precious Metals, and then we're going to give you the purple pack for free within this set. Tracy's out there. I don't want you to see this. So there's your freebie. Your purple, you're going to get your glitter card stock. You're going to get your mirror and your matte mirror card stock. That's free. But look at the gorgeous card stock that you're getting in the Precious Metals and then in your Carnival. So you're getting 10 glitter card, 10 adhesive glitter card, 10 of your matte mirror card and 10 of your mirror card, and all of these beautiful colours. How stunning is this? You can understand why we have called this Carnival, can't you? All the colours of a fiesta right there. Some of the most beautiful colours in glitter, in mirror card, in matte mirror card as well. So a wonderful selection of colours in your Carnival. So you're getting what, 10, 20, 30, 40 sheets there. And then on top of that, you're getting all of these precious metals. And again, it's a mixture of that glorious glitter card. You've got the mirror card and matte mirror card in there as well. You've got coppers and bronzes and golds and silvers. Absolutely stunning. In total, again, 90 sheets you're getting there for just £20.78 or $24.72. If you're going for the Confetti Borders collection, it is a lovely, lovely set. It either this one or the previous bundle that I just showed you, worth picking up for the savings alone today. $20.78 or $24.72 if you're shopping in the US and you're a Platinum member. I've just seen the time. Where has the time gone today? We've got 45 minutes to go on the show. If you have just joined us, welcome. It is the first day of our January news event. It's new plural news, not as in news as in here is the news, even though we did do that video to make it look like it. We just did it to confuse you. But it's all about the new items, new launches each and every day this week. This being the first of them, the confetti borders, they are flying. 70% of the showstoppers gone now. We are entering dangerous territory. If you're hanging about here and you're waiting, you now begin to run the risk of that disappearing. So do make sure you grab it. If you want the showstopper, you get all 6 of those brand new dies, plus we give you £17 or $20 worth of product in the form of the ballpoint glue pens and yellow tack tape for just an extra $5 on top of the price that you're paying. And as we've rightly pointed out here, you're already saving a huge chunk today, over £20, over $27. Then you get your Club Inspired discount. The majority of you are Platinum, so you're saving another 20%, bringing it right down to this price here. It's an unbelievable buy today. And how much have you seen as far as demos are concerned, and the concept suite and all of the finished cards that we've shown you? So much inspiration to take away and lots more still to come. Rosalind, I think you're going to be snapping up those cards. I've just shown you, said great deal on the paper sets. Hi to Heather, Heather McFarquhar, who says hi Leanne and Ben. Hello. And Heidi Hess says, of course we learn something new every day with Leanne. Nobody has ever said that about the foam pads.
I think I say it a lot.
Do you?
I don't know, maybe I don't. Maybe I just think it.
I don't know. I mean, you do say it a lot, and I think you kind of reiterate it. I have heard it before.
Have you?
Yeah, but not, but you
not
are.
as often as me. I'm firm on it.
I'm on it.
Firm. Four-fingered firm.
What?
Four-fingered firm.
Four-fingered firm on the foam.
Yeah.
Should we get with another demo? Is
Yeah,
this number
why not?
4, isn't it? We're going to get 5 in here at least, aren't we?
I think so.
I reckon we are.
I think we can.
What are you going to show us next?
We're going to have a look at those beautiful dove/pigeons.
Yes.
However you want to see them. Whatever bird you would like them to be, it's a bird for you.
Yes.
Now, we're going to make this, which I love because we've got the contrast between the cutout and then the raised piece, and it kind of gives that mirrored effect, doesn't it? And then we're using the waist to create some little accents. So very easy again, Ben, but different to everything we've done, and looks really, really beautiful. So we're going to have a look at that, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to take a little bit of time to show you how I've done the background.
Yeah.
Because I've done it with my aqua markers. So with your aqua markers, I've got, I'll tell you the colours, marine, kingfisher, alpine green.
Yeah.
And we're going to just scribble them with gate abandon onto the glass mat.
Rough and ready.
Wherever you would like them. Because again, does not have to be precise.
No. Laughing at the squeaking, sorry.
I know. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Right, and then kingfisher.
Okay.
It's like it's talking to you, isn't it?
It is. Sounds a bit like Sweet from Sooty and Sweet. Nice bit of 80s artwork there.
Gate abandon, that's what we've done there.
Yes.
Now, we are going to get the card ready to receive the colour. So I'm going to spritz. Just make sure I get it nice and moist. So I've got a nice amount on there. If you want to spread that around a little bit, just give it a wipe with your brush, as I'm doing here. And then what I like to do is just give what I call a perfume waft.
Oh, yes.
To the ink on the mat. So that's it. You're walking through a department store and they're like sentinels at the end of every counter, standing with their bottle, and when you walk past, they go on you. And you come out the other end, you don't know what you smell like.
No.
Because you've got 27 different ones on there. So we're going to do a perfume waft on the ink, Ben. There we go. Honestly, and that makes me irrationally angry, I have to say. I feel like I need to walk down the aisle going, no, 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 no.
Putting an umbrella up or something.
Yes, exactly. And then you just put your piece of card down in there, give it a good rub around.
Yeah.
And then you can pick it up and assess the progress.
Does that still happen in a department store then, does it?
I don't know if they still do it. They used to do it, look.
Oh, yes. Ooh. Very seascapey.
Yes, then get your heat gun out.
Yeah.
Give it a blast.
Okay. Your Crafter's Companion heat gun, of course. Still in stock.
Isn't that lovely?
It is gorgeous.
The priming of the card first and the little perfume waft is what makes the difference. Now, getting your heat gun on it straight away keeps the colour differentiation, which I'll show you in a second when I pick it up. If you don't do that and you go back in to dip again and dip again, it ends up just, because it's watercolour, they all want to mix together, and so you lose that difference between the dark and the light and the green. But once you've dried it a little bit, you can go back in areas.
Oh, okay.
And pick up more colours. And then go back in with your drying.
Yeah.
And you can add more water.
It's almost a temptation to know, not to know when to stop.
When to stop, yeah.
Nice.
And you see, by drying it every time, I'm not losing that watercoloured effect. I'm just filling in where the white areas are.
Yeah.
There we go.
Perfect.
And then I've got a little white area down here. That's good. And then I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
So you can just give it a dry and then we'll clean up. And you really want the water to run in places, you want it to pool and spot in places. So that's how you get the lovely, you know, variegated watercolour background. Look, you don't want it to look perfect.
No.
You want it to look like it just had a load of colour thrown at it.
Got to
That's
be
what we're trying
unique,
to do.
isn't it?
Yes, exactly. So just clean up. If you've got another piece of spare card at home, I would have another piece of card in that until it's gone.
Yeah.
And keep making some more.
And save it.
I'm going to do that. Clean up a little bit. Little spritz to just clean it up. There we go. Otherwise I'll get it everywhere. There we are. So that's the background all ready to go. And actually the good thing about that is, I used the exact same 3 colours. Here's a good thing for you to see. Look, exact same 3 colours in all 3 of them.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Yeah. And it just, whether you use more of the blue, more of the green, more of the marine, it's the quantities of each colour then create completely different backgrounds.
And you've cut the birds into that one on the left, haven't you already?
Yes, we're going to do that.
Amazing.
Do you love it?
I really love it.
I really love how that looks. Now, let me just get the bird dye. I need to get that out. Where are you?
Almost look like a drone shot of birds flying over the sea.
It's got like a little shadow. It looks like a shadow, doesn't it? Yes.
Incredible.
Like they're flying across the sea. Yes, like you've got the shadow of them. Yes, Ben.
75% of the stock has gone. I'm keeping you bang up to date with the numbers as I get them in my ear. Breaking news on the January news. 75% of the stock has gone. I have a funny feeling that if you wait until later on, Monday Makers, you won't be able to get this showstopper deal. Very, very busy. Snap these up now. So you're just recreating what we saw on that other card stock here?
So this is the one I've just done.
Yeah.
And all I'm doing is taping that down. It doesn't matter about the positioning if it moves a bit, to be honest. They're flying over the sea. We've just established that.
Yeah.
And then whiz it through your machine. And you'll get that lovely shadow. And then the waste pieces you're going to keep because you're going to mount them up on top of the white piece. So whiz it through and then just decide which piece is your favourite.
Yeah.
So I've got that off there. There we go.
That is so
and
good
then
already.
here's all of my little birds.
Yeah.
There they are, coloured in that I want for later. So I'll keep them so I can lay those up. Off you go there, birds. Lovely. Move the dye out the way. Now, and then I'm just going to decide, do I like this one more or do I like the one I did earlier more? Choice, you know, just whatever you're feeling. And we'll get our base card, which is here. And this is a 6 by 6 square card, which means I've got a 5 3/4 inch mat. So matting and layering is important. This is our textured linen card, and I've gone with that kind of turquoise sea blue that matches the pens that I've used.
Oh, yes.
That goes straight onto the front of your 6x6 card like that. And then we just have to decide, Ben, do we like this one?
Oh, yes.
Or do we like this one? Oh, I like the other one.
Ooh, I think maybe...
That one.
One.
Number one, I agree.
Yeah.
So number one, I think to use that one I've just made, I need a brighter blue cardstock. So we're going to use this one. And actually, this one's done on... The other thing is, just to show you the more that's done on multi-purpose. So it's got a flatter background. The texture on here is watercolour.
Oh, I see.
So you just decide, you know, which kind of cardstock you want. And I'm going to use my tape pen for speed on that. And that's going to get stuck flat.
Lots of people love this. A lot of people chatting about these being making a nice mail card as well.
Yes.
Doing here.
And I think several of the designs could work on that. With these birds, for sure.
Yeah.
The confetti, definitely. The balloons, definitely. Yes, they can. Just depends on the colour palette that you use. Just depends on the colour palette. So that's going in the background there with a matte layer that you can see with those little birds there. Great. And then we've got a white panel.
Yeah.
That I've cut the birds into again, like that. And that's just going to get raised up.
Oh, nice.
So I'm putting some foam pads on there.
Are you getting a beachy vibe with this? Because I really am.
Yes, I feel so.
Very
yes,
beachy.
Very beachy. Completely agree.
Gulls this time as opposed to doves. And what else did you say they were? Pigeons. Definitely gulls.
Definitely.
By the seaside.
That needs snippets.
They get very confused when we hear the seagulls here in Newton Aycliffe. That's one thing that does
They
throw
come
me off.
inland when the weather's really bad, don't they?
But we're quite a long way inland
They
here,
do
aren't we?
come
Or are we
quite
not?
long. We get them sitting on our in the roofs in our streets sometimes. They come that far inland.
Do you?
Yeah, occasionally. When the weather's really, really bad.
They're coming a long way. Make a heck of a noise as well, don't they, those
They do,
gulls?
and they make a mess.
I used to like seagulls. I mean, being a boy who was brought up by the seaside, but the day a seagull snatched me ice cream off the beach in Lyme Regis.
Well, that's happened to us when we went to St Ives, Ben.
Yeah.
And they're a menace in St Ives.
They don't care anymore.
They don't. We had literally walking down the street. My son had a Cornish pasty.
Yeah.
And he was attacked by three seagulls.
They're brazen as anything
He had to
nowadays.
give them the pasty. I had to go and get him another one. So I went and got the pasty. We went and sat on the beach with his beach towel
Yeah.
over his head.
Yeah.
He had to eat under the towel.
Because they dive bomb you.
Yeah, because they were dive bombing for
Yeah.
the food, and he had to beach towel over his head and eat his pasty
Yeah.
under there so that the seagulls couldn't get him.
I must have told you, I think I've told this before, I take it very quickly because I hate to repeat stories, but my brother-in-law, Sidmouth, lives in Sidmouth, and if you ever go down to Sidmouth seafront, you'll see on the pavement as you walk down the promenade there some white paint. He was walking back, he'd just been to the DIY store to get some white paint, which he had in his hand, in one hand, and in the other hand he had a sandwich, and he was eating his sandwich as he was walking down the road, and a seagull swooped down and grabbed his sandwich, and in self-defence, with his other arm, he swung his paint around, and as he did so, the lid came off and went all over Sidmouth seafront.
Oh,
It's
my
still,
word.
Still there to this day. Just
Oh,
not all of
bless
it, but a spot of
That's
it, yeah.
hilarious. So he decorated the
He
seafront.
decorated the seafront,
Amazing.
trying to save his sandwich.
Right, I've lifted the white panel up on foam pads
Yep.
because I think it gives a lovely depth and shadow to those birds. It contrasts nicely with the ones above. And then if you want, you can use a little bit of your tacky glue, put some little spots of it around. Let's make sure it's open.
Oh,
Oh dear. We'll clean that up in a minute. Right, let's get a tissue. Oh, Ben.
can I get you have you got anything to wipe that with?
Yes, I have. Here we are. Only want a tiny bit of that, so I'm going to pick that up. Voila. Oh, I feel this might be on a blooper.
On a blooper?
There we go.
No.
There, that's not too bad, is it? It's not too
No.
catastrophic. There we are. And then you can put your little birds around where you would like them. You've got that lovely contrast colour from when you've cut them out, and just put them, you know, wherever you want them. Choice is yours. And then I've got from, again, one of our craft kits. I love these. Really, really love these. These dew drops.
Oh, yes.
So these, they definitely have a little water feel to them,
They
these,
absolutely
don't they?
do, yeah.
I love these. And so I just thought, you know what, I'm going to stick a few of these in various little places, just as a little accent.
Very nice.
It's no meant to stop, isn't it?
Well, that's it.
I'm going to stop there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Is it? No.
Maybe one more.
One more there.
That'll do.
There. That's enough. Okay. And there we are. So you can create your own custom background on a little half fold, cut it in so you've got the silhouette, cut an extra panel, layer it up. Really very easy to do, and it's about reinvigorating everything else you've got in your craft stash as well, Ben, because, you know, we've all been collecting our markers and ink pads and colouring mediums and different things, and sometimes you look at them and you think, oh, what am I going to do with them? Where a set of dies like this brings all of that back to life for you and lets you use the things that you've been collecting.
Yeah, and a lot of people loving the idea of making their own backgrounds as well. Terry Anderson saying, beautiful backgrounds, gorgeous backgrounds. Leanne says, Mary Beth Dawes saying, I love making backgrounds. I realise now that I need to be drying between layers more often than I have been. Well, again, if that's a tip that you picked up on this show watching Leanne, amazing. And Charlotte Everett saying that beautiful new vellum sentiment pad would look nice on a panel with this card too. Yes, it certainly would. There are a few questions coming in, which we'll tackle in just a few moments' time. But let me just tell you, this is going to go. 80% of the showstopper has gone. It is make your mind up time, Bucks Fizz time. If you want to jump in and grab this collection, you need to be making your mind up. £34.39 platinum, $41.99. The showstopper deal gives you, for an extra £5, £17 or $20 worth of products. So you're going to get the ballpoint glue pens and you're going to get the low tack tape included as well. That's the value for money deal. And of course, those have been thrown in to kind of aid you with making your cards, perfect for sticking the bits and pieces back into doing your paper peating, perfect here for sticking down your dies when you're running them through the machine. So they're obviously there for a reason. If you don't want to go for those, you can go for the bundle on its own, but that's what we recommend you go for. And if you do want to go for it, you've got to be quick because we've only got 20%, less than 20% of the stock now remaining. Let's give you opportunity to check out your baskets. When we come back, we will squeeze in one more demo and we'll get you voting on your demo of the show. Last chance to as well to fire any questions our way, but lots to be excited about. If you have stuff in your carts, in your basket, get them checked out, and we'll be back after some crafty fails.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much.
Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You didn't.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Couple of quick questions, and then I want to recap on everything before we move into our final demo. So, Leanne, I've got two questions, one craft-related, one not. So the craft-related question is, what pens did you use for the bird card, says Rebecca?
Alpine Green, Marine and Kingfisher.
Thank you. And non-craft related, Helen says, Leanne, I'm just curious if you ever stated your favourite Yankee candle scent. Happy crafting.
Oh, I love a Yankee candle. I've got several. The one I buy time and time again is Oud. I love the Oud one.
That's what they put in fragrances to make them smell expensive.
Yeah,
Oud.
I love the Oud one. I do like a bit of bergamot.
Yeah.
I like the smell of bergamot. So Oud is fantastic. I love that one. And there's a one which is Sandalwoody, whose name I've forgotten. I love that too. I like those kind of spicy, deep scents. I don't like vanillas.
No.
I can't have anything vanilla in the house. Like cookies and cream, that kind of, I feel they're very sickly. Too floral, I think, is a bit too toilet freshener for me. So I like the kind of woody scents, Ben.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And there you are, your candle news. You're up to date. Lots of love coming in for that last card. Heather saying, love the card. Beautiful, says Valerie. Thank you, Charlotte and Betty and Susan Griffith and Mary Reader for all your lovely comments coming through. If you have just missed out on this collection, let me recap on everything that you're going to get before we get ready for the last demo of the show. And then we'll get you doing all the votes as well. It's going to be a tough vote today. Loads and loads of great projects Leanne has made, but this is the brand new Confetti Border Dies Showstopper deal. So we're heading towards limited stock on this because we're well over 80% of the stock gone now. And just to kind of clarify again, because a few people have asked, the over 80% relates to this here, the Showstopper deal. So once this is gone, you'll still be able to buy the Confetti Border Dies. You just won't be able to buy them in this bundle. And whilst I'm saying that, actually, a lot of the individuals are going, and a lot of you are just going for the Confetti Border Dies on their own. So whichever way you're looking at these, you do need to be quick. The Showstopper deal is all of the dies here. I'll show you them on boards in a second so you can see them in more detail. But then we're going to give you the 5-pack of glue ballpoint pens, and we're going to give you 3 of the low-tack tapes as well. That's £17 or $20 worth of product there. If you go for the bundle, you're basically only paying an extra £5 or $5. So that's this price here. The bundle overall, again, look at that, you're saving, what, £20, $27 today, less your Club Inspire discount. We assume the majority of you are platinum. That's £34.39 today, or $41.99, which is incredible. And you've got 6 super designs on here. And as you've seen, in their simplest form, if you just want to cut these once into your cardstock, whether you're going portrait or landscape, They look amazing. Then it's up to you, whether you want to kind of back these with a background that you've made, like a watercolour background. Maybe you just want to add, a particular colour cardstock, some glitter cardstock, some of your mirror cardstock. So super simple in the simplest form, cutting in, bit of matte and layering. If you wanted to add a bit of ink on there, I suppose you can do that as well. Sentiment, embellishment, you're done. You've made such a beautiful card, but it's very, very simple to do. That one is called In Flight. Then on top of that, this one's really beautiful. This one is your confetti sprinkles. This one is, again, I think showing you how beautifully these have been designed, because it shows you that movement of the sprinkles moving through the air. And again, just cut once into your cardstock here, but as you've seen with Leann throughout the course of the day today, multiple cut these, make big backgrounds, cut this twice either side of your cardstock, and then maybe have something within the center of your card. There's multiple ways of showing these. And actually, before we go, I'll remind me to ask her. We'll have a look at that concept suite again, hopefully, just to sort of show you all of the different things that you can do. It was the board. We had that last week with Craig. It was I'm trying to do it now, it doesn't work. Hang on. I won't do it now. There you go. Sorry, I had to stop there because as I was showing you the boards, Leann was looking at it, she just went. Just clarifying. I do that in front of Leann. I mean, can you imagine?
But sometimes you can't help yourself. Like sometimes you can't. Like if you can't help yourself and it just comes out.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
And I just wondered, had the viewers heard?
It wasn't.
Or was it just us?
They would have heard.
But thankfully, it was just the boards.
It was definitely just the boards. If I would tell you if it wasn't.
Yeah. I actually didn't think it was you. I thought it was in my ear.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably more likely. Probably more likely with Johnny.
The gallery.
Oh dear. We've all fallen foul of that noise before with squeaky boards and squeaky cards. Oh dear, if Craig is watching, he'll be in a minute, he'll be in. Oh dear, I was taking the mickey out, it was something rotten last week when it happened to him. You've then got your scattered flowers in here. This again is gorgeous, the beautiful flowers and petals, again almost sort of blowing in a summer breeze. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Flowing like a
shadow in my mind.
Shadow in my mind. Yeah. Isley Brothers. Then you've got your beautiful dancing butterflies. And then last but by no means least, thank goodness he got there, you've got these beautiful hearts. Go back to Wake Up Call for two fantastic demos on the hearts. I can see that lots of you did hear that noise because we've got laughing emoji faces all over the social feeds there. Lynn, Lizar, Mary Reno. It wasn't what you thought. And Leann, says Christine Mahoney, I think I've coloured the best I ever did. I will be posting on the websites. Are you, yes, talking about the Academy of Colour, of course, as well. Right, we're going to move on. We've got about 10 minutes or so for another demo. Have we got time to squeeze one in, Leann?
Yes, we've got time to squeeze one in. I've been getting as much done as possible in advance. We're going to have a look at how to make a little gift bag.
Nice.
Yeah, a little gift bag. And I've got a fancy new technique to show you in this one as well, Ben.
Beautiful.
Which I think you're going to like.
Nice.
It's not really a technique, it's a time saver.
Okay.
So what I've done is cut two halves exactly the same to make my gift bag, and then they just go side by side. So I'm going to give you the measurements. Measurements are 9 inches high by a piece of cardstock by 8 inches wide. I've then scored at 2 inches high to do this, and then I've scored at 5 inches, halfway down at 6 inches and 7 inches.
Yep.
And cut that away, it makes the flap, cut it there, it makes the joiny bit, 2 bits, put it together, make a bag. Okay?
Ooh.
Great, so you've got the measurements. Now, what we've done here is already cut that confetti border in on that side. So I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. Let me just make sure that is the case. Yes, it is. Right, so I'm going to cut, now is it? Hang on. It goes back to back. Yes, it is. Right, so we're going to do exactly the same here.
Okay.
Just reminding myself then.
That's it, that's it.
Sometimes I've got to turn things around 37 times to remember.
Well, that's it. And you've had
what
so
I've
many
done.
demos on the show. I'm surprised you can keep track with what's what and
Right,
what's
so we've
going
got the
on.
little confetti one. We'll give it a light tap. Okay, so a little bit of repositionable tape and your border in the position you would like. In fact, you don't even need the repositionable tape, Ben, because it doesn't matter if it moves a bit. But because it's a larger gift bag we're doing, you do need your Gemini plates.
Right.
So I'm going to put a tiny, I'm going to put a tiny bit on just to keep it still. There. Okay. Then put your sandwich together and whiz it through. Now, while we're doing that, I'm going to make a coloured panel on watercolour card with midnight, fuchsia and orange.
Okay.
And I've got my blending tools out.
The card for the box is multi-purpose, right?
Yes.
GSM is 300.
300.
Liz, there you go, 300.
Okay, that's that done. So now my box sides are ready.
Yes.
And I've used my confetti die. I'm going to show you what I've done with that confetti die again in a second. So that's ready and they'll get stuck back to back. I'll show you how that goes together in a moment. I'm going to make myself a panel using midnight, fuchsia and orange. It's exactly as you've seen thus far. Just use your blending tools or go straight to the card, however you prefer. What am I like for time? Speedy up?
Don't know. I would say probably. How long have we got, Johnny, on this demo?
Oh,
10.
Easy.
Easy peas. Oh yeah, because there's only one vote, isn't there? Why do I keep thinking there's 2 votes? We've got another show to do later on. Another show coming up. It's not the last show. Johnny's going, don't go home. It's not the last show at day. He's not from Yorkshire. I don't know why I did that accent either. Yeah, I'm not in tomorrow. It's Craig and Debbie, isn't it, tomorrow? Yeah, another new launch tomorrow.
Ooh, do you know what it is? Is it a secret?
It is the textured embossing folders tomorrow.
They're fabulous. That was another sellout on HSN.
Was it?
I believe so. They were
Yeah.
very much loved, yeah. Very much loved.
I should know really what all the days are because I filmed that thing, didn't I?
Well, look, if you're anything like me, Ben, when I go to bed, I have to download everything. So I start with a fresh data bank the next day for everything I have to do. And then we're going with orange at the end.
Sent with love on Wednesday, the new box.
Oh, that's lovely.
Thursday, mindfulness quote stamps.
They're lovely.
Friday, it's the Floribunda.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's a great week of launches coming up.
Good week of launches. Okay, so you're just going to blend that up, and if you want to add some more intensity, you can take your ink pad to the cardstock.
Yeah.
See how you can really make that pop brighter, if that's what you want to do. Okay, so up to you. Go soft or darker. I'm going to intensify this pink up a little bit, just for speed, by taking the ink pad to the card. And there we go. I don't know if I've ever shown you that before, actually, with Harmony Water Reactive.
I don't think I've seen it.
No? And then the same with the Midnight.
Only with the...
Only with Harmony Water Reactive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just blend it out. So you've got the wet ink on, so then you just give it a good scrub with your tools.
Perfect.
Okay, that's that. Right, so we've got a nice dark panel there. Now, what I'm going to do is create this panel here, and then a panel to stick behind to pop through here. Now, this one is going to go behind. That's why it wasn't too important. So this one is going behind here. And what I've done already is 2 panels to go on the outside. Now, this one I've already cut. This one I'm going to show you how to cut. And I can probably use my junior plates for that, so I'll just swap them over. So you can see, because the tip and trick that I've used for this, Ben, is, you know our hold and release sheets?
Oh, yes.
This is backed onto a piece of hold and release. Okay, so we've got that, there it is there.
Yeah.
Hold and release sheet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put my die on there, Keep it in place with a little bit of repositionable tape. And run it through. And then I'll explain why I've done that.
Yes.
So, I want to keep all of the little confetti pieces so I can use them to stick on as accents on the box. And because they're really quite small, and I don't know if you noticed when I used the confetti one before, the confetti border, and I said keep the little swirl. Oh, look at the state in my hands. That's a true crafter for you, isn't it?
It looks like you've been having a fun time.
When I said keep the little pieces,
yeah,
it's hard with those ones because they're all little whirly to know where they are. So if you've used the hold and release sheet, which we've done here, what you can then do is peel this away.
It's all there for you.
And it's all there for you,
yes,
just to pick off and use, all of your little embellishments. And the same with this one. It takes all of the pieces out. They're not stuck in your die. Your die is perfectly clean. You've got the... oh, I've pulled that too. Be careful when you do it, instead of doing what I've just done. I did the Band-Aid off rather than the gentle peel with this one.
That's a great tip, though. A really good tip.
Here we go. Just gently go around the outside and peel that off, and you've got all of those little pieces behind. Right, I'm not going to do it with that one because I've ruined it, but you get the idea with that one. I went too fast. Do as I say, not as I do.
That's it.
Gently remove it. Don't whip it too fast for speed. But you're not going to be under a time pressure, so you're going to be okay. Now, to assemble your box, we're going to assemble the two sides first, and then put the box panels together. So I'm going to clean that up. I can't cope with the mess on the thing.
Maybe never so tidy.
It's the ink. It'll get all over the white box.
Bottom of the card.
Yeah. I'm not being tidy. It is an absolute tip over here, but I am trying to be clean.
All we can see on the screen at the moment does look fairly tidy, but yeah, but the shots I can see across the studio, it's a creative mess.
Yeah. It looks like a confetti explosion over here.
It does.
Right, so we're going to put our box together now. To do that, you're going to fold this under here to make the box. So that's the first thing. So we need some tape pen there. There we go. That's one. And then we're going to do the same on the other panel. This one I've already got decorated because I'm only going to decorate one half.
Yeah.
So... because if you can see how you're decorating it, you don't need to worry about it, do you? So that's there. So that's the two halves of my box done. So now what I need to do is make sure that I've got this patterned coloured piece here, so that it shines through this piece.
Beautiful.
So I'm just going to bit of tape pen. Again, at home, guys, I would be doing a wet glue, but this is for speed for you. So pop that in there. Okay, and then you can see that that comes through. Might need a bit more tape pen. Oh, I need some wet glue. Wet glue it is then. Where you're at, hot glue gun. Here we are. It's because I've got a lot of ink on. So tape pen doesn't like to stick to wet ink. This ink hasn't dried enough. So that it would, if I'd let it dry or if I'd used the heat gun on it, it would have stuck no problem. But because I'm Speedy Gonzaleson.
Crafting for time.
Crafting for time. So a bit of hot glue in there and that will stick now.
Yeah.
There we go. Lovely. So that's that. So we've got two sides practically the same. On the outside of this box, and that's just a little bit longer, so I'm going to trim that off. Can you see that there, Ben?
Oh yeah, just hanging over a little bit.
Yeah, just hanging over the edge. I want that off there.
Stand by, everybody. Got the vote coming up imminently. It is going to be a tough vote.
Okay, that's going there. Then I've got matting and layering here onto a blue panel. I'm determined to get this fifth one done. And that needs to be trimmed off at the bottom there.
Just whilst we're just watching Leanne, we are approaching limited stock. We have less than 100 of these remaining.
Wow.
You've decimated the stock today. I think many of you decided you were going to get them before we even saw the demos because you saw how amazing they were on HSN. You missed out. And I think a lot of you bought this morning after you saw the amazing demos in Wake Up Call. And then I think even more of you jumped on today in this launch show, having seen all of the fantastic demos that you've seen. If you've waited this long to be persuaded, be quick. Because we are less than 100 to go. And less than 7 minutes on show. Will
sorry,
Leann
Ben.
get the demonstration finished in time?
Right, okay. So now we've got these two little flat panels you can see here.
Yeah.
They're going to get, I'm going to use hot glue because it'll stick straight away. So up to you if you use a wet glue. I would, just for speed, there we go, hot glue there. And what's happening now is I've got some hot glue on that side. So this side of the box with no bend, take that one as well because that's what I'm going to finish. With no bend, sticks onto here, and this sticks inside. So this is going inside like that, and that's going over the top. Can you see that there? How that's going inside and that's going over the top. So I need a little bit of hot glue on the bottom here just so it'll stick. There we go. And that goes inside and down. And sticks there like that. That's perfect. Give it a little push from inside to make sure it's stuck. Now you've just got this one little flap here, and that gets some hot glue on, or your wet glue, and use pegs at home.
Is this 4th or 5th demo?
I think it's 5. 5 I've done, Ben. No, I'm going to need that chocolate cake at the end.
You are going to need it. I feel like I'm not going to take any off you.
There we go.
You're going to need it all.
So there we are. So now you can see that the box has on both sides your panel and your confetti piece, and you can put a white piece of card under if you want the confetti to pop. If you want it darker with a dark blue card, do that. You would punch a hole in the top. These sides where you scored halfway down, remember, they get pushed in. It nips at the top, and then you put a little bow through like that and a little sentiment on, and you've got your gift bag. Now, these pieces that I kept on my release, these can be taken off and glued wherever you would like them to be. Just use a little bit of a dotty tape pen or something like that, and then they're all coloured. You take them off the release sheet and you use them to decorate as you see fit. You've got the finished one over there, Ben.
Yes, I have.
For everybody to see.
There it is, absolutely gorgeous. So that is the finished bag. How amazing is that? Absolutely stunning. But yeah, beautiful party bag. Let's get the vote going and then I'll recap on everything for you. So I'll try and remember the order that we did them in. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but get voting. So number 1, then second was this one, number 2, then number 3 was that beautiful box. How stunning is that? So clever. That's 3. 4 is the seaside scene. And then 5 is the bag that you've just seen. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've got 1 minute to get your vote in on that. Go, go, go. Gorgeous bag, says Crafty Angie. Stunning, says Heather. Pretty, says Laurie. Very pretty, says Mary. So much inspiration in this class, says Mary Pat. Nice bag, Leanne. Very festive, says Coletta. Just to say, before we just wrap up on this, a lot of you chatting about the Sent With Love box, saying it's sold out. It's not live on the website. It's showing as sold out. It will go live tomorrow. It's just like the default position that it's sold out. It's not live. It will go live tomorrow. It will be sold out on Wednesday because you guys are going to snap it. It's amazing, that box. It's gorgeous. The Confetti Border Dice Showstopper deal is now limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means
it soon won't be seen.
It's going to go. It might not be back in the next show, in Monday Makers. We were hoping to... I tell you what, you guys have loved this so much. We will have the Confetti Border Dice sort of original bundle available, hopefully. So if you do want to see more, I think Leanne has got another demo up her sleeve. However, this showstopper deal, we are less than 70 now. These are absolutely flying out of the door. People now making their mind up and shopping and buying these. You get all 6 of the dies that you've seen in the show, plus in the showstopper deal, you get £17 or $20 worth of product, it being the glue pens and the low-tack tape, for just an extra £5 on top of the price. Remember, you're already saving £20, $27, then you're saving your Club Inspired discount. The majority of you who are platinum, you're paying just $34.39 or $41.99. Demo of the show. Is the box.
Oh, wow.
Very pretty, and I love the design, and I think, you know, just taking it back and showing everybody how easy it is to put together, I think people love that. It's very happy. Very happy box.
I do like that one. I like them all. It's hard to choose.
Yeah, good job we didn't have to do it, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Can I say thank you so much for a fantastic show, Leanne. Feel thoroughly inspired, and I know everybody feels that way too. If anyone is on the fence, just a quick final word on these from you.
Oh, elegant, simple elegance. I think that's what it is, isn't it? And very easy to use, very versatile, not overly offensive in terms of the design. When I say offensive, I just mean they're not shouting at you. It's subtle elegance that you've got there. Very easy to use, masculine, feminine, old, young, you know, grungy colours, bright colours, however you want to do it. And as you've seen, so many different concepts. So they're going to be one of those sets that you have in your stash and that remain firm favourites to use on their own or with lots of other things.
Thank you so much, Leanne. Go and enjoy your cake.
Thanks.
Save me a bit. We'll be back in 2 hours' time. Monday Makers is on the way. We'll probably have more from this set, maybe one more demo, but we've got the zigzag seam builders, we've got the gnomes on an amazing collection, and we've also got the colourable creator card dies and the lattice folding dies at an amazing Monday Mega Deal price. We'll see you in 2 hours. Check out your baskets. Bye for now.